off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for Amir Abdullah. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Abdullah. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, Abdullah. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A toss out to Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On third down, Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right
there. Good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Out. 5 down. Stand up there. Two. Check 6 down.
They run with Abdullah. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cousins picked by his ex-teammate Andrew Sendejo. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Stephen Weatherly able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Situation, let's go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. Hey, watch this.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 27, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Quick.
3rd and long for Cousins. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr., but a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, catch made by Slayton. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Jones now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set 30 base. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And a cutback, right sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Back to throw. Jones.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to go down again. O'Shane Ximines. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Bailey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let him know.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Tate's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Out to the right here to Shepard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Back to throw. Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's Barkley. They juked him. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Hey. Mike 40, check, he's coming.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Another carry now for Madison. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
47 to Mike, boy, 47.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll run with Madison. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Jones, operating from the gun. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Jones now on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ready? 18 Gator. 54, right? 54. Stay with your man.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.